time to save the world. Hey! You guys didn't start without me, did you?
Hello and welcome to Cover by Cover. I'm Ham Jam Blam Dam. I'm a roller coaster of love.
I can't believe that you guys went and did Yu Yu Hakusho without me. My favorite anime ever.
Hey, look, Alan.
No, it's fine. I want to go by my real name.
Okay, whatever, Andy. The point is, we had no idea when you were coming back, and we had to get the season started. People had waited long enough already. It's not like you're a regular.
It's not like I just Shyamalan'd your face off.
Oh, wait a minute. M. Night Shyamalan directed Face Off?
Shut the fuck up, JT. You're out of your element. Look, what I'm trying to say is that you knew I was coming back eventually, okay? You could have put off Yu Yu Hakusho until I was here, but you didn't. What the actual H?
Well, JT, you got any regrets here? Nah. No, me neither.
You know what? Screw you guys. You took my episode, I'm taking yours. Soul Eater, let's go.
We start the first episode with some mumbo-jumbo from a disembodied girl about where a sound soul dwells.
Whoa. What the actual F do you think you're doing?
First of all, watch your language, bitch.
Second, No. You can't just jump right into the episode, Andy. You might want to, actually introduce the series first.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, let's go.
Soul Eater is an anime. Okay, great, got it. This whole sound soul thing makes me start to question the timbre of my spirit when...
Seriously, what are you doing? We need to tell people about the production and the people who made this and where the show came from. Human interest stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know any of that.
Fine, I guess I'll host for two then.
Oh, right, yeah, reading. Yeah, see, I just gotta knock some of the rust off. I know how to do this.
Maybe you forgot this too?
Ah, smart. See, that's why they pay you guys the big bucks. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Soul Eater!
Will, voiceover. Soul Eater started as a manga in 2004, written and drawn by Atsushi Okubo, and was serialized all the way until 2013, culminating in a 25-volume tankobon library. As is often the case with these serialized stories that gain massive popularity in Japan, that story was adapted into a 51-episode anime in 2008, a full 5 years before the manga was finished telling its tale. As we've mentioned before on Animerica, that usually doesn't bode well for a cogent narrative, but man oh man does this show look nice. JT, voiceover. Legendary studio Bones handled the production of Soul Eater, which explains the stunning animation. The director's chair was manned by Takuya Igarashi, whose other notable projects include Oran High School Host Club. Hey, maybe I should review that one too. Anyway, in a very general sense, Soul Eater has been met with wide approval, ranking amongst the most popular anime to be released in the last 10 years. While some critics claim that Soul Eater rips off the premise of Bleach, there are others that say it introduces a really strong core cast of unique and endearing characters. Can both be true? Is it possible that neither is true and everyone's wrong? Can we be sure of anything besides the fact that these incessant rhetorical questions are becoming extremely grating?
Did you just steal all of our lines? Look, Will, in Andy's defense, it has been a while since he's done this. I don't think that he's screwing up this badly on purpose. He read our names.
No, Will, come on, JT's right. I am not now, nor have I ever done anything on porpoise.
No. Don't you dare. Puns are mine.
Why are puns anyone? Jeez, guys, come on. You're being a really tough crowd. I did not think that I was going to have to go this deep into my marine biology material this early in the game. I just want to be part of the show. But, I can take a hint. I know when I'm not wanted. You guys did my favorite anime without me, and now you're trying to give me the boot. You know what? It's like, I feel like there's nothing I can even say to you guys. Like, my fate is already sealed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to deeply apologize for the display you'd had to suffer today. But don't worry, it's time to get things back on track. This is Soul Eater.
Guys, that really hurt. I'm your friend, not your anemone.
Okay, I mean, well, that one was pretty good.
Right off the bat, we're smacked in the face with some painfully obvious CGI. You know, when animators decide to go digital, they need to check to see if they're directing the awesome Berserk movies. If the answer is no, they should check their calendar. Realizing that it's the early 2000s, they should say to themselves, let's wait a little longer on the whole computer graphics thing. Let someone else fall on that sword. It all looks so dated and silly. And this is our first impression of the show. It's like meeting somebody and shaking their hand only for them to say, when I fart, it smelled like a nursing home. That person may end up being a laugh riot, but when the first thing that comes out of their mouth is a hauntingly specific description of the odor inside their colon, it makes you just a tad uncertain. And right now, I'm feeling a bit more than uncertain.
Welcome to Death Weapon Meister Academy.
Death Weapon Meister Academy? What the hell is a Meister?
It's the German word for master.
Oh, really? Master? You're an expert on German now? You fluent as a stream?
No, I just Googled it on my phone. It's right here.
It stands as a defense against the forces of evil, which would plunge the world into chaos and drag humanity to the very depths of fear and madness. The demons known as Kishin.
Nothing like a huge dump of exposition doo-doo butter to really suck us in. Just as we're being slammed with all sorts of terminology, we're thrown into the DWMA where students are tasked with defending the world from demon souls. No, unfortunately, no.
To ensure the Kishin never regain their hold on this world, this academy was founded by the Grim Reaper, Death himself.
I guess it's not exactly a typical school. Oh well, that isn't important. For now, let's roll up our sleeves and get to work.
The fuck?
Not a typical school? Are you even a school? Because you sound like a military base run by the fucking Joker. How do you make money to keep your doors open? Imagine if someone tried to actually run a business like this.
Man, I'm really nervous. I heard this is the best architecture firm in the state. I gotta get this. I know, man. I need to get this job for my family. I mean, I'm still paying off student loans. Wow. Well, I'm gonna win.
Hello, custard heads. I'm Wally McWalla Quackstacker, CEO and Big Cheese around these parts. And this? Well, this is Chester. Linda, take my coat. You should know that around these parts, our strategy is to build high-rises, starting at the top and working our way down. As for the office, the first Wednesday of every month, beginning with a vowel, of course, is a World War I Remembrance Day, and employees are required to come to the office dressed as Woodrow Wilson. Now, your wages, they can be paid in either bundles of asparagus or parliaments of owls. Which would you prefer?
Okay, so, Mr. Fuck, was it? Just so we're clear here.
Too late!
Ah!
I know you're trying to set a tone with this introduction, but you can't throw it under the bus at the same time. You can't chuck it at us like a 90-mile-an-hour fastball and then proclaim point blank that you didn't really think it through.
Well, too bad. They just did. What happened to the moon?
I don't know, maybe dry sockets? We really don't have time to take in all this bizarre psychedelic art design because fuck you, the plot starts now. We see a hopeful young actress who just landed her first major role get attacked and brutally murdered by a distant cousin of Voldo from Soul Calibur. I'm sorry, are we instantaneously following up that shamelessly whimsical opening with hardcore graphic violence? We Higurashi now.
Okay, I'm calling bullshit. Every time I've ever been in a dark alleyway and hacked up a young girl into multiple pieces, I never even get a partial soul, let alone the whole thing.
Have you ever considered using an arcane blade?
No, but that is a great idea. What the fuck?
Did he just eat that soul?
Yes.
So would you call him a soul eater?
Yes.
Roll credits.
So, would you guys continue watching?
Yeah, sure, why not? It was pretty good.
Will?
Absolutely! They had a vision and they fucking nailed the execution! 10 out of 10!
Alright then. Wait, there's more?
Apparently so, as we see our two main, things show up to confront the murdering Gimp. The girl's name is Maka Albarn, and the emo kid is Soul Eater, as in his mail is addressed to Mr. Eater. These two work together to exterminate these demons in a unique way. Maka, a Meister, is paired with Soul, a weapon. Yes, a person who can transform into a weapon, like one of those Transformers that we don't talk about anymore.
Just why?
Wait, what?
Yeah, don't you see? I mean, this is pretty damn impractical to have a human that has to turn into a weapon. I mean, what if it had a heart attack, the human that is, while she's slashing through something? What if it choked on a hamburger? Would her scythe die? Would the weapon be dead?
I guess so.
I mean, that would be pretty awkward if an enemy came up, right? Oh, hang on a second. I have to give my extremely sharp weapon mouth to mouth. It's like, why the fuck not you just use a regular ass scythe and not something that has a chance of getting a quarter pounder lodged in its throat and fucking dying?
Premise dismantled!
That man soul eater, his soul.
Yeah, Maka, there's no doubt about it. That dude's soul is a Kishin egg. It's pure evil.
How are they able to determine that his soul is a Kishin egg? Just by looking at him? Is it the outfit? Because I feel like there's some room for error if that's the only criteria. It's because he's black, isn't it? I agree.
Getting as far away from that joke as possible, I want to point out that we have no idea how they're able to positively identify someone as a Kishin, but beyond that, I have a problem with how unnatural this exchange is, especially since these two have supposedly been working together for a while now. If my long-standing partner spoke to me in contrived exposition, I would worry that there was something wrong with their brain, or maybe that they were kidnapped and replaced with a doppelganger who was trying to steal information. Either way, red flags all around.
I get that they're trying to bring us up to speed on this deep lore, but there are much more graceful ways to do that. I mean, you can do it in the first 5 minutes if you really have to, but usually you'd use like a narrator for that. Maybe, I don't know, a narrator that knows everything about the world. Oh, fucking wait!
Well, allow your gripes to be massaged away by the brilliant fight choreography and animation of Bones.
It's ours now! 99 That was number 99, so we finally collected all the Kishin souls we need.
Only one thing left now. I've just got to eat the soul of a witch.
Oh. So his name is Soul Eater because he eats souls. Did he legally change his name when he became a Meister weapon? Was he bound to do this from birth because his parents were just super assholes? Or does he just really like the taste?
Yeah, pizza.
After their successful mission, Maka decides to make a collect call to Death by writing his number on a foggy window. Death has a number.
Yep. 4242564.
So, would this work on any surface, or is there something inherently magical about water condensating on glass? Well, no, because that's stupid. Do you mean to tell me that no one in the history of arithmetic, social security numbers, or product serial codes has ever written 4242564 on anything?
Maka and Sol report their success to Death, and from his reply, we find out that Maka's Meister expertise runs in the family. Because of this guy.
As her father, I will freaking kill you. You got me, you little octopus head?
What are you smoking?
Nope, not even once. I do not like this guy at all. Like, right off the bat, his shoulder-length, auburn-dyed hair rubs me the wrong way. Consider your paternal credibility lost, and I think that's kind of the point. But you're not just making me dislike this character, you're making me dislike the entire show for portraying him this way. And why does he have to look like the freaking lead singer of the Goo Goo Dolls? Also, implausible as it may seem, Death apparently studied at the SquarePants Martial Arts Academy.
If you don't shut up, I'm going to use my Reaper Chop to split your head open. As you know, if a Meister and weapon pair collect 99 evil souls...
Yes, please. Explain what we already know to the people who initiated the call by saying that they'd finished collecting 99 souls. Did they think the audience slept through the first 2 rounds of this bullshit? Look, we can deduce for ourselves that a witch is more powerful than a demon by the fact that Maka and Sol had to fight 99 lesser opponents just to get the chance to fight one witch. We have brains. Fuck off.
We rejoin Maka and Sol as they arrive at the location of the witch target. How did they know the witch would be here? Why will failing to capture her soul result in them losing the 99 previous souls? Who knows? We don't have time for logic. It's a pumpkin house.
It looks tasty, but sneaking into a house isn't very manly. Why don't we just charge right in there?
We can't. She's different from the others we've faced so far.
Let's go.
Hey, come back!
Sure, why not? Sol leaps in through the window because he can totally be used as a weapon without his Meister there to wield him, and finds a heap of fan service. Yep, it's pretty much paint by numbers at this point with nosebleeds and everything.
And they failed. It's almost like they weren't prepared to face a foe much stronger than anything they faced so far. Golly fucking gee. Good thing we couldn't have found that out with, an actually entertaining fight. Then I might have a reason to actually give a shit. Oh, and Maka's father has a history of infidelity, in case anyone cares.
Nope. They attack the witch again, whose name turns out to be Blair. Blair? Anyways, they lose again because boobs.
But hey, this time they mean business, and they're gonna give that nasty twat the what for. Oh wait, they lost again. Anyone tired of this gag yet?
Yes. Luckily, it appears to be over as we cut to a much bigger fight already in progress. The writers try to make us care about Sol apparently betraying Maka for the power of boobs, but it's just annoying. Even though it ends up being a ploy to trick her, I don't care. These characters are incompetent idiots who do nothing but bicker and whine. I do not like them. I know I'm supposed to, but I just can't.
Even though the writers try their damnedest to make this scene work, and honestly, they do come close, you can't do this in the first episode. There's no tension. I don't believe for a second that they're actually splitting up less than 20 minutes in, and neither should anyone else. But then, just as the scene starts to actually make me wonder, just kidding. Maka was in on it from the very beginning. All of it was a phony misdirection aimed at getting more XP to level up a weapon. Ha fucking ha. What a colossal waste.
Speaking of the time we spent on this episode...
No way. I never said that I was a witch, did I? You just made that assumption all on your own.
Just as I suspected.
Thunderdouche!
What a dick this guy is! Does he want his students to succeed or not? Does he want them alive? There's a difference between allowing someone to fail so they can learn a lesson and hurling them into a fight to the death with intentional misinformation.
This must be the house where the witch Blair lives.
There are countless Meisters who have lost their lives when they challenged a witch.
This must be the house where the witch Blair lives.
There are countless Meisters who have lost their lives.
This must be the house.
Countless Meisters
This must be the house.
lost their lives.
And how cliche is it to have him pop in and say, I knew it all along? Getting real tired of your shit, Soul Eater. Getting real tired of your shit.
Speaking of shit, this of course means that their previous 99 souls are now confiscated. How? By who? Why? These questions will be answered right after this never. Imagine this taking place in real life. You take a class and you flawlessly pass every single test with a perfect score, but then you get a single question wrong on the final exam. Guess it's enough for the semester. Yeah, it's definitely not yet another extremely tired trope of showing your characters with all their powers just to take them away.
Storytelling!
Maka and Soul ride an awesomely contrived death cycle back to the school castle as Blair follows them floating on a pumpkin. Apparently, her tits have 9 lives or something. Whatever. The episode ends.
Wow, that was horrible. I mean, truly wretched. Maybe they can pull out of the fire with this next one? I mean, we've seen it happen before. Planetes, Gungrave. Just gonna have to see, I guess.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. That episode was fun.
Shame! 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 Well, I feel like that was entirely justified. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Why do I even hang out with you guys?
No fall damage in this universe, I see. I'm sure that'll be consistent.
We start with a new verse, same as the first. 2 characters blathering in the same gaudy, unnatural expo speak. Oh, hey, it's the actual Al Capone. Great idea incorporating real historical figures into your fucking bizarre supernatural series, guys. Seems legit. Oh, and this is Blackstar. Yes, the guy with blue hair is named Blackstar. Don't question it, it's not worth your time.
Tsubaki, his weapon, takes the form of a chain scythe. But we have a few questions to answer before we can get that far. Like, how they got up in the ceiling. Or know that Al Capone was just chilling here with his homies, just gorging on souls.
Oh, there's actually an interesting story behind that.
Oh, really? What is it?
Oh, I don't know. They don't tell you, but you have to imagine it would have been a good story.
Blue balls.
Blackstar jumps down onto the table and does his pro wrestling heel self-introduction like a complete moron. Once again, a character that we're supposed to root for has to be introduced to us as a bumbling clod, as just before this, the 3 rules of being an assassin are splashed in our collective face.
Assassin's rule number 1, silence. Dissolve in the darkness and erase your breath.
Assassin's rule number 2, transpositional thinking. Assassin's rule number 3, speed. Take out the target before the target notices your presence.
And then Blackstar violates all 3 of them intentionally and completely fails. What is this meant to accomplish? Like, from a storytelling standpoint, what is gained by introducing your character this way? If instead, you had him actually succeed at this mission despite his brazen bucking of the rules, and then have him succeed again, but then fail when it truly matters because of this behavior, we would see that his arrogance only got him so far. Instead, we're left with a blaring idiot siren and his scolding shrew mother figure. Awesome.
We get away from the disaster of that scene for some not at all poorly written reflection time.
Yahoo! We had an awesome stage today. Sometimes I'm such a big star, I almost can't handle it.
Great stage or not, we still haven't collected a single soul that's become a Kishan egg. You're acting more like a falling star.
Wow, that was forced. Anyway, why is Blackstar dressed like a juggalo?
What?
No, seriously. Name me one person who has ever worn pants like those who wasn't a card-carrying slim anus.
Well, I don't know what you mean, JT. I don't know if this is the most relevant question to be asking right now. I mean...
It confirms his character is stupid, and that I hate him.
Oh.
Anyway, Black Star is still an asshole.
Using astronomy wordplay to insult me? You shouldn't use such a little joke on a big guy.
Whatever, I'm done with this shit. Death tells him Al Capone is trying to get the soul of a witch, blah blah blah, bad for reasons. You know, I just had a thought. If Death knew that there was a witch and that Al Capone was after her, why wouldn't he send the students who had already captured 99 souls after her first? What the actual fuck is this? Does Death make a habit of intentionally setting his pupils up for failure? And why is he sending this jamoke out to do the job instead?
Grade stage or not, we still haven't collected a single soul that's become a Kishin egg.
Logic, anime. All I ask for is a shred of it.
I'm more frustrated with these vacant, flavorless backgrounds we're being continuously subjected to. The only thing it accomplishes is making me focus completely on the characters, and obviously that isn't a very good thing. The world just doesn't feel lived in, and it prevents me from caring about it when it's threatened. I expected more from you, Bones.
Mingus and Ningus realize that if they kill Al Capone and all his men, they can collect the 99 souls and then the witch soul all at once. So again, you intentionally sabotaged two of your best students, and now your top choice for stopping this grave threat to all mankind is one of the worst. What a shitlord.
Thunderdouche!
Something tells me that this is going to be one big fail swoop. Huh? Got him.
What? What?
Something tells me that Will is trying to make Andy feel bad on purpose. Almost like he's enjoying it. Maybe we should call in a troll eater. Bow! 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 I hope you both die in a fire.
We can't even succeed on a regular mission. We'll never be able to win against a witch.
Why not?
Just trust me on this.
What do you mean, trust me? You have given me numerous, glaring reasons.
Okay, no. This is not what I came here for, okay? We can light each other on fire after the review.
Fucking right I will.
Alright, cool.
We'll never be able to win against a witch.
Why not?
Just trust me on this.
What do you mean by trust me on this? Black Star is ready to face exactly no opponents for every imaginable reason. Bring up the events that just occurred. Use reason, logic, use common sense.
We'll never be able to win against a witch.
Why not?
Because you're bad at your job. I didn't want to come right out and say it because I thought it might hurt your feelings, but now I realize you're a sociopath who can't experience normal human emotions like embarrassment or guilt. So let me put it to you like this. You just failed at a much easier mission. In fact, you've never succeeded at any mission. That's why I don't think we can succeed against a witch right now. Also, I want you to start taking your meds again. We are all concerned about you. You can beat this.
Getting back on track, Black Star arrives at the witch's lair to find Capone and his 98 thieves reduced to a scattered heap of souls by a samurai guardian named Mifune. Then, suddenly and almost inexplicably, the show takes a sharp turn.
Are you responsible for all of this?
Did you come here hoping to collect the witch Angela's soul?
Are you incredibly strong? I'll surpass the power of the gods.
I prefer to kill only when necessary. So leave this place and stay away from Angela.
When Black Star and Mifune come face to face, something magical happens. They engage in something I can't even describe. Only the loosest definition of a conversation applies to this dialogue. Neither of them even respond to anything the other one says. It's the weirdest, most alien interaction I can remember seeing in recent anime.
It's your move. What now?
I don't have an agenda. I'm only here to protect Angela.
It's like they're both trying to get through their own monologues simultaneously, and they keep interrupting one another. but the monologues are also directed at the other guy. I've never heard a rhetorical speech contain so many actual questions.
Did you intend to come here and eat all the golden grams?
Hey, I'm 6'1" and tons of fun.
I hope you know there'll be a higher than average pollen count this spring.
Do you have any idea how bad I'm gonna level your ass?
I have a library card.
I have a peanut allergy.
My name is Andy Moore.
Jeez, I'm gonna have heartburn in an hour.
Hey, what do you get for gas mileage?
A bigger number than someone like you could possibly imagine.
Nice try. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck?
Plenty. But to an earlier question.
I just remembered something.
My preference is for Asian women.
Maybe later. Let's fight.
Make a will save, bitch.
I ain't no Barnaby Jones!
Oh.
The fight between Mifune and Blackstar begins with the Guardian winning handily. Once again, the villain shows mercy to the hero, this time using the back of his blade when he had an opening to slice Blackstar in half. Then the show resorts to the tired shonen trope of, I am suddenly stronger now because Mifune called him kid. I would like to comment on this, but it has just become too stupid for me to handle over the years, so I just can't deal.
Mifune says that Blackstar's eyes have changed color, making me wonder if he's a lizard person instead of a powerful Meister, and then he just suddenly and inexplicably beats the shit out of Mifune in no time flat. So, let me get this straight. You absolutely suck until someone calls you out for sucking, and then you decide to be awesome for that one moment? Why?
This fight is also a significant step down from the fight in the first episode, and it's not made any better by what comes next.
He's my guardian! I'm a witch, but I'm still just a little kid, so Mifune is protecting me! So, mister, please don't hurt my Mifune!
We have the scattered souls of the Al Capone gang and a witch without magical power right in front of us. I don't know that we'll ever have a chance like this again.
If killing Angela is what you want, assassin, I swear on my sword I will defend her.
You gotta love this. Tsubaki, the rational, level-headed, sensible person making the logically correct argument, is made out as the bad guy. Yes, she's a cute little girl, and I'm being pragmatic here, but she's also a witch that will inevitably, one day, be hunted down and killed by Meisters. Again, our heroes trying to reach level 100. What, if she lives a few more years, it's then more acceptable to kill her? It's either an ordained practice for Meisters to go out, kill a witch, and devour her soul regardless of the circumstances, or it's something that should be done away with. It's not more evil if it's done to children, or less awful if it's done to adults if they're witches. It's just as horrible either way, speaking morally. So which is it, Soul Eater? Which fucking is it?
Will, calm down, buddy. It's just an anime.
No, it isn't. This is something that permeates all of fiction. Look, okay, I get it if there's a character who knows he has to kill this seed of evil, but he just can't bring himself to do it because he can't murder a child. But this is not that. This is someone straight out stating it as a fact. Even though they do still have to kill this witch. I mean, would you be any more okay with Satan setting the world ablaze if he was a cute teddy bear? I mean, when's the last time a plush toy did anything wrong?
Yeah, come on. If Adolf Hitler was a Teddy Ruxpin, he wouldn't do a damn thing. I mean, he'd probably even be on our side.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. You're acting like a pair of idiots just because something's cute. That's not fucking good enough!
More than anything, though, regardless of what the pragmatically correct answer might be, I have to call into question how dishonorable this whole situation is. Actually, hey Andy, why don't you take this one?
Okay, good. The entire point of killing 99 souls is to strengthen yourself as a fighter and become more and more adept until you are capable of fighting and defeating a witch, because you're that damn good and the witch is that much of a threat. If fuckwit Death would accept 99 souls you found at the Goodwill bargain bin, that would kinda defeat the whole point, wouldn't it? And if you could get that witch soul from a claw game, how much would it really be worth? Yes, the little girl is a witch, but is this really the standard Death has for qualifying as top contenders? Whoever can shortcut the fastest? Nothing about this makes any sense.
Naturally, Blackstar turns this bullshit down and walks away. Well, at least he made one heroic decision in this whole mess. Congrats, you found your nut. But you're still blind!
Having left the apparently helpless child in the care of a seemingly paralyzed invalid, the good guys return to the castle and hand over the souls to Death. Blackstar refuses to accept them because he didn't kill the demons, and we're out.
Oh hey, there's time enough for one more scene of fan service as Blackstar peeps in.
Nope, end of episode!
So, that was the first 2 episodes of Soul Eater. What do you guys think?
Well, you know what? No. Not again.
Speaking as someone who has seen this show already, I can say that it's not for me anymore, and I don't think I can really recommend it. At best, you're flipping a coin. The show definitely has its high points, but it has low points that are just as significant. And we haven't even met Death the Kid yet. Good lord. I don't understand why it's necessary for all of these teams to start out bickering and flailing. That just establishes them as whiny, petty children who can't get along. Well, I don't care then. And why does it have to be everyone that acts this way? I also don't care when your world and its rules are so nonsensical that you can't handle explaining it in a competent way even once. When I watched this series the first time, I went in wanting to see it before I ever pressed play. Now, as a critic looking for the show to draw me in, it has failed. Especially when I know that this whole road leads to one of the worst endings in anime history. No thank you, I will not have another.
You know, Will, I don't really disagree with the stuff that you're saying, but there's one very important distinction between you and me. You're viewing this show through the lens of someone who's already watched it before. I haven't seen Soul Eater, so there's still mystery present for me. Now, I'm gonna admit that shonen is my favorite genre, and this anime is straight down the line shonen. So it's already playing in a dance hall that I know I like. But that doesn't mean I'm blind to its problems. First off, Blackstar. I just really don't like this character. Not only am I at a total loss for what they were going for with him, but I also just find him very annoying. Everything from his character design to his voice actress is completely grating to me. Obviously, the writing is a major problem. Dialogue feels contrived and unnatural. The humor is pretty stale, and the fan service doesn't do anything for me. And I know this show wasn't made for 30-year-old men. I'm not the target demographic, but I wish the show was a little smarter. But let's move on to what I do like. I actually like the premise a lot. What we have here is a unique take on the buddy cop genre. This is basically Lethal Weapon if Mel Gibson could sit in Danny Glover's holster. We get to see 2 characters working together as partners, united in a common interest to vanquish a common enemy. But I feel there's a missed opportunity when you have all 3 Meister weapon pairings consisting of co-ed tandems. I get it if you want to do one co-ed pairing, there's interesting topics to be tackled there, no doubt about it. But what about 2 guys or 2 girls? There's an opportunity there to have inter-pairing gender rivalries between the hard-nosed macho men team and the Rosie the Riveter girl power team about who can achieve death size status faster, or who killed the stronger witch, or any number of fun threads. Perhaps the biggest hook of Soul Eater for me is the pure fact that it's produced by Bones. Worst case scenario, this is me buying a comic book because I like the artist. I don't care that the story is going to be dog shit, I'm here to look at pretty pictures. I'm not saying I'm proud of it, but I've done it before and I'll do it again. So my answer is yes, I would continue watching. Not enthusiastically, maybe not even happily, but there's enough bait scattered around for me to stick it out in hopes of seeing some beautiful fight scenes.
Okay, for crying out loud, are you ever done?
Oh, sorry,
Yeah, whatever. You haven't done this in a while. My turn.
These first 2 episodes do not impress. What happened to that one cool fight scene? Why didn't we have more of that? Why was Blackstar's showdown with Mifune more Dragon Ball Z than actual Dragon Ball Z? Hey, I'll do an attack, and then we'll talk for 5 minutes. Cool, okay, my turn. Now I'll talk for 5 minutes. Want to do this for the rest of the episode? Sure! I echo a lot of what Will had to say. The characters are annoying, the premise is nonsensical, and the dialogue is protracted goat-ass. However, I can say that I might actually continue watching. I'm mostly just curious to find out if it's actually worth the hype it receives. Probably isn't, and I can't say I'd definitely finish the whole series, but I would be willing to extend a little more courtesy simply because I've never watched it before.
Wait, so you would continue watching? Yeah, that's what I just said. Okay then, I mean, there's no time limit for these videos, so why don't we just throw on another couple episodes, get to meet all these characters you're dying to see? I mean, no, not right now. I mean, we could watch something else. Come on, man. You just said you wanted to watch the whole thing. I say a lot of things. Okay, well, I think I've made my point. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Cover by Cover. I'm Will Ryan. I'm JT Camp.
And I'm Andy Moore, reminding you guys at home, choking hazards are no joke. Cut your burgers into small, manageable-sized bites. Your scythe will thank you.
Wait, so you feed burgers to farm equipment now? Well, yeah, obviously. You feed a burger to the scythe cuts the grain feeds the cows, and the cows make the burgers. It's the great circle of life.
More like the great circle of scythe.
Okay, well, you know, Andy, it was great having you around, but, we'll have to do it again soon.
Well, I was actually thinking...
yeah, I have to agree, Andy. We really enjoyed having you, so, you'll have to come again.
No, I just want to say that...
I know it's been forever, but, hey, off you go. Goodbye.
You Hakusho. Yeah, that's what I thought. What I was going to say is that I actually like it around here. And this was a lot of fun, right? Exactly. Well, why don't you play us out?
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this.
Here's Cater Kosher, right?